everybody. Hello YouTube. This is Tokusatsu Action Thursday Night Titans. I am Tokusatsu Action Land. Otherwise, I just go by Boken Silver right now as my hashtag handle. And this is Tokusatsu Action Land, otherwise known as Hi Brony. Tokusatsu Action Thursday Night Titans, where we talk Toku with special guests like Jacob Lyngle here. And go ahead and introduce yourself, what everything that you do and stuff.
Sure. I am Jacob Lyngle. I'm the editor-in-chief of KaijuUnited.com. We do a lot of news, interviews, fun written articles, movie reviews. We just want to be a great hub for the community to come write for us or just look at cool stuff. So I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. And we like doing what you do, spreading the love of Toku here. I want to introduce, we have a new co-host right here, and his name's Alzilla One. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, and then next to me is Kamen Rider Geek. He is a big Kamen Rider fan.
Hello.
And this is the podcast about the original 1933 King Kong, which I believe recently had a big anniversary this year. Don't quote me on that, but I'm so bad with history and stuff with Toku. But
I think that was last year because
okay. My bad.
Yeah,
because it would have been like the 90th anniversary, and they like to do anniversaries in like 90s of anniversary or 95th anniversary.
Uh-huh.
5s and 10s, yeah. 5s and 10s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh. Hi, Gamer Jax.
That's me.
Oh, sorry.
Because I can't see. I have it on full screen. I can't see the for whatever reason I can't see the chat. So
I don't know if you can see that in focus. No, he's on my hand. This is King Kong himself from. I got that when I was in New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in New York they have those at a museum in New York. It's a really, it's symbolic for New York because. Sorry, I'm gonna turn off the music. But I think I like how it symbolizes. New York has a watcher kind of character in King Kong, who is one of my favorite Toku movies.
I mean, sorry.
I compare King Kong to Godzilla in ways. One is an ape in Kong, and one is a lizard.
I want to add on to the New York comment a little bit. I went to New York this summer, actually, for the first time. And for those of you that don't know, the Empire State Building has a full King Kong exhibit within the tour of the Empire State Building. Which is
Yeah,
pretty cool.
because
Seriously? Oh,
funny
wow.
about that, I was in New York last September with my friends, and we actually went to the Empire State Building, and I actually got to see that, and it was really great.
It's really cool. They have like the motion video Kong and the windows peered in. And
Oh,
you can take
yeah,
photos
yeah.
of this giant hand. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool. Sorry, I didn't
It-
mean to butt in there, but I
No,
just
you're
wanted to
fine.
add
You're
that
fine.
real quick.
No, it's fine.
No, it's okay.
We like getting little tidbits of toku and history and stuff mixed together.
Yeah, because I was today years old before I knew that, and that's freaking cool. I have to look that up later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
it's pretty
about-
rad.
I was about 5 or 6 or 7 when I first encountered King Kong, and I used to. So my funny story, how I first got into it, and this is kind of how I got into it with Godzilla, is I would on VHS tape, it would have set recording on it. It would have it would have like footage, like it would have footage of like the Native Americans first in Kong, then like the Indians. It would just cut out like from the part of it would start where Anne gets captured in the movie, and it would go to her getting captured by Kong, and all the fight scenes on the island, which to me for the time were really cool special effects. And I'm glad that the Kong stuff is still preserved today in modern toku. I love how they did I feel like they kind of paid homage to the original in the 2005 remake.
Oh,
with
yeah.
The V-Rex
For sure.
with
For
I
sure,
think,
definitely.
and I think that puts a staple on what King Kong is, because Kong is a god in toku. I think you can shoot him, you can do everything you can, and he's still gonna find a way as an ape to make it through in the end.
It's funny you mentioned the special effects too, because I think they still hold up. I watched
Oh,
it
yeah, I
a
agree.
couple years ago again, and I went in completely without anything. Any kind of preconceived. I checked the luggage at the door. I just went, I'm gonna watch this like I've never seen it before, and I was still like, how did they do that? There was some shots where I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, obviously that's a stop motion, animation. There's a couple shots in that movie I still don't know how they did, and that was 90 years ago.
The shots
Yeah.
hold up pretty good, but you gotta agree with me. The one scene where you're seeing him right when he's before he grabs Anne, the expression on the animatronic is goofy as hell.
It is. I definitely agree with you. It definitely is.
I think it's kind of charming. but
Everything
I-
else is great, but then there's just that one scene like, "Hi guys."
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've seen only the 2005 and then 33 from what Anubis wrote. I want to say I've seen 76, but it's bits and pieces. I haven't seen it in
Yeah,
full.
I've seen
funny
them all.
enough, because I actually like the 76 remake. I know that a lot of people don't like that remake, but I actually like it because
It's
it was
a
my
little
first exposure to Kong as a character as a little kid.
It's a
You know,
little
growing
rough in
up,
parts.
loving dinosaurs, all that. And it went from Kong then to Godzilla and so on and so forth.
Did you know they actually made a sequel to the 76 movie?
They did, yeah.
Yes, they did, and
King Kong
let me
lives.
tell you, it was so bad.
Yep.
It's so bad, yet it's so good.
It's one of those that's so bad. It's it's bad, but it's not like I want to shut off this movie. It's like, oh my god, what were they on, and where can I
Yeah.
get some?
And funny enough, they were gonna do a King Kong versus Orca. Remember Orca, the
Oh,
killer whale, the Jaws ripoff
it
by
was a
Dino
Jaws
De
ripoff, but at
Laurentiis?
least I felt the story was interesting.
Yeah.
You got to see 76 in the drive-through. Now,
Cool.
I think even a movie like King Kong Lives would be cool to see on a fucking drive-through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I remember seeing Godzilla 2000 on in a drive-through, and man, I wouldn't mind seeing more Godzilla movies that way.
Yeah,
Man, I
totally
have
agree
never
with you.
I've never seen a movie at the drive-in. That just
Same. I
wasn't.
never
Oh,
had
wow.
I mean, I'm 26, so I'll carbon date
Yeah.
myself real quick, but
I'm 30,
I just,
by the
just
way.
wasn't my
I'm
fit,
30.
wasn't
42.
for my age group.
Yeah.
But to add on to the 76 love that I saw, for many people that are older, like my parents' age, that was their King Kong. Like they have a
Mhm.
tremendous love for that movie. I
Yeah.
don't really like it that much, but it's okay. The thing I like about it, because I'm always positive, is the John Barry score for that movie is phenomenal.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I definitely
A
agree.
great,
with you.
great
I
The
love
score
that
was
score.
the score was top tier.
Mhm.
I was lucky. My first Kong was the 1933 Kong, because TNT would usually show that all the freaking time. That one or the 76 remake. And that was like when Blockbuster Video and the other video stores was starting to get big. So, and my parents really liked that thing, so we were always renting movies.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember at my local Blockbuster. My dad and my uncle, rented that VHS. It was actually the 76 one with the VHS cover of him standing between the
Twin
the,
Tower,
the
standing on the
Twin
Twin Towers.
Towers.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that poster is
Uh-huh.
freaking awesome. Yeah.
And
It's-
probably
I
what
believe
gorgeous
Brony
poster.
is alluding to the original. If
Oh,
I'm not, the bug pit in
Oh.
one of the old Kong movies was terrifying. That's what you just
I
said.
see.
It's probably the 05 Kong, because
yeah, because I don't remember a
Spider
bug pit
Pit
in the
sequence
original.
it was lost.
But
I
I
don't.
see. Yeah.
Yeah,
There
the bug pit
was
scene
some
in
kind
05
of
was
spider. Yeah, there was the Spider Pit scene in the original. It's just never
Okay.
been found.
I
Yeah,
knew
see,
it was corrected.
Oh, yeah, I
especially
do
Andy's
remember.
the way
Bad.
Andy Serkis's character got taken out in that bug scene.
Lovely.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you guys play the King Kong 05 game? Since we're on.
Yes.
I
Yes.
have played it.
I
yeah.
played the first level of it, and then then somebody gave me it was a game that made me stop playing Kong for that, and I can't remember its name. Wow. But yeah, I was given another game, and I never got past the first level, though I do remember that the original Kong, that first level was really difficult. I think I had to redo it
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I had difficulty with that game
That
the
V
first
Rex in
time.
that game, dude, holy
Yeah.
crap! When you're playing as Jack, like
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
easy
yeah.
when you're playing as Kong. You just it's a beat 'em
yeah.
up, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
but-
agree.
oh my gosh, that boss!
But when
fight
you're
with the
Jack,
V-Rex.
the part that terrified me was the V-Rexes. Let me tell you, fighting that thing was just terrifying.
You guys heard about the new Kong based survival game that's supposed to be coming out soon?
It just came
Yeah.
out.
Oh, it just came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it already
recently.
came out. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
I hear
seen
it's
I've
not
seen
so
reviews
great,
for it.
but-
Yeah, the reviews for it aren't good, so I'll sit back and see how it does for a while.
Yeah. There was
Makes
also
sense.
another Kong game, Rise of Kong. You heard of it, right?
It's a flop. I
It
think.
sounds
I think
it
Brony
sounds
is alluding to
familiar,
the flop
and
that
it
came
sounds
out
familiar,
last
and
year.
my spider senses are tingling as that I feel that familiarity.
Yeah.
Was it a bad game?
I think.
Yeah, it was a bad
Skull
game.
Island game was
The Rise
yeah,
of
it was
Kong game,
rough.
dude, it got so many
It was
negative
pretty rough.
reviews.
Just going back to the 33 Kong, I think it should, if there was a Tokusatsu Hall of Fame, it would be a first ballot, no question for me.
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, we wouldn't have Tokusatsu without King Kong.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do
Right.
agree. I
They
do agree.
part of the reason Godzilla got made was because IG Tsuburaya loved King Kong. They were going to
Yeah,
make
I agree.
Godzilla Project G into a stop motion movie, but it would just take too long. So they
Yeah.
shortened the filming time and created Tokusatsu with rubber suits and miniature sets and
Uh-huh.
other fun stuff.
Plus,
So-
let's not forget that film inspired Ray Harryhausen
Yeah.
to make stop motion.
Yeah,
And-
because Willis O'Brien did the effects and he became Harryhausen's protege.
oh yeah,
That
mentor.
movie inspired so many directors, dude.
exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not even in just Tokyo. I think it's probably
In
the most
movies in
influential movie.
general, I'll
Period.
say.
Yeah, if Kong didn't get made or didn't do as well as it did, modern cinema wouldn't be the same.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
Like that's what you said. We wouldn't have Tokusatsu. We wouldn't have Godzilla. We wouldn't have Jurassic Park since
I don't
King
even
Kong-
think we would have Kamen
Yeah.
Rider or Sentai, or if we didn't have Kong. Also,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
Yeah, because if they couldn't make they think if we can't make money on big rubber dinosaurs fighting, there's no way we can have dudes in motorcycle helmets fighting Mexican wrestlers make money.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
I know that was kind of fucked up, but I mean,
Yeah.
didn't the original Kamen Rider actually have luchadors playing some of the monsters of the week?
actually, it did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. That
I don't know.
we can save.
I'd have to look. I'll have to
We
look
can
that up,
save that stuff for when we go there.
for another
Oh yeah,
conversation.
yeah. We definitely.
Will. Yeah. I wanted to go a little bit of what I do behind the scenes, because other than me on here, I have worked with the Toku stuff in the Sentai and Rider departments. Not as, because I myself personally, I am an admin / own creator. I kind of have your role, Jacob, on with Kaiju United, but I am a creator of Toku Heroes. It is a Facebook group, and on there, all I do is I post Sentai. I've done Kamen Rider and Sentai uploads on there of and it is so humble. I guess you could say, and I was talking to Geek, and we're like, why don't we do an award show eventually in the future or something? I want to give back to the community. Me personally, I had a mentor who's recommended. I went on Facebook the other day and talked about this a little bit on one of my posts, but I had a mentor. He's passed on. He was a big inspiration for me to get into Kaku Ranger, which I love actually. And also he inspired me into RX and Black, Kamen Rider Black and RX. Big fan of that. He was.
Me too.
Great shows.
Fies
shows,
also
yeah.
he recommended, and I have never seen that one. I have seen Black RX episodes. I have not seen it complete. That's something for when we save it. I'll go more into details
Oh
on
yeah.
it. But me personally, he's if anything, I want to do, and this is when we're bigger on YouTube and stuff, when the channel, I do see the channel getting bigger as well. It takes time with YouTube and stuff. You can't
Yeah.
day one.
You gotta grow it, man. You just gotta grow it.
Yeah.
And that's the plan.
I
That is
hear
the
that.
plan.
That's what I keep telling
hear
her.
ya.
Yeah. So it's consistency, and it's just just keep it going.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you guys are. You guys are doing fine.
Yeah.
It gets crazy though. Like, just make sure you're having fun doing it, because
And
Oh,
that's
yes.
the big
That's
message
what
right
you're
here.
not having fun.
Uh-huh. But anyway, sadly, he passed away many years ago, and due to the flu.
Hmm.
And he was a big inspiration, I feel like, for me with continuing the legacy, because I feel like when he died, it's like, oh, my legacy I have to carry on the torch. I would like to continue his legacy, do what he did, and pass this on to the next generation. Like, we've got one in the chat, Mr. Brony Gamer 8000. He has never ever seen any tokusatsu before Supaida Man. I showed him the first episode of it, and this guy
God,
loved it.
Japanese Spider-Man.
Oh,
Was
you
in
talking about Toei Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I need to see that.
Huh?
I need to see that because I am a big Spider-Man fan.
Oh my God,
Magic.
you have to, dude!
Magic.
It's such
Yeah.
a great series. It's so
It's
oh my
so fun.
Yeah,
God.
sorry for interrupting.
Anyway, I want to go back to Kong because I feel like I'm getting skid off track a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
I like how I've never seen the sequel to Kong, which is Son of Kong, apparently.
I've
I
seen
never
that. That's,
seen
Yes,
that
yes,
either.
it
that's a
is.
good movie. It's a good
And
movie.
It's not
sad
bad.
though. Oh,
It is sad.
I agree.
It's worth watching.
Oh,
Yeah, the
sorry.
ending got spoiled to me.
and then I'm not going to spoil a Son of Kong anymore. Watch it, but I promise you will cry. The ending will make you cry.
Yeah.
he's kind of teasing something. I'll just say that.
I apologize.
No.
Oh, go ahead, man. Sorry.
I think though Kong should continue in its own way in the current MonsterVerse,
Yeah.
whether it be with Godzilla fighting against, whether it be a new standalone enemy. I mean, I would love to see Kong go into places it's never been.
I agree with that, but you know what? I kind of want to see the American version of Mechanicon, and I hope they do. I hope they do better than with their version of Mechagodzilla. Which I'll be honest, I did not like the look of legendary Mechagodzilla.
Same.
The idea that it's a machine possessed by the ghost of Ghidorah, that's cool. But did it have to look like a Roblox bad guy?
Yeah.
All right, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that one. I think it's cool, but that's all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
hey,
cool.
I got no problem with the design, though. I mean,
I like that. I didn't care for it, but I didn't care for it. But if you like it, that's cool. Everybody's different. I mean, clearly the guy who made the movie liked it, or he wouldn't used it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
And heck, there's some people that don't like Kiyu's design. There's some people that think the original Mechagodzilla looks kind of dumb. And admittedly, the whole head spinning thing is interesting, but all of the designs have something somebody can like.
Yeah.
But back to Kong.
But Kong, since we covered a lot of the 33 film, and we're kind of talking about Kong in general. How do you guys feel about his MonsterVerse portrayal? They kind of made him a little more humanized in a way. Does that make sense? Like he picks up an axe.
I do agree.
He's more expressive and anthropomorphic in a way.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, me too. I kind of like it.
I'll admit I also like I grew up watching the 1970s Godzilla where he's fighting monsters saving the day, and Gamera and Defender of Earth kind of deal. So I love that shit. So Kong being superhero Kong with the radiation proof axe, that's cool.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion.
I think 33 is probably my favorite of the Kongs. I mean, me personally, how can I say it's my... I should say that. Take that back. It's hard to say if it's my favorite or not. But the only two Kongs, standalone Kongs, I should say, is original 33, and I've seen Skull Island, and I think Skull Island is its own. I really love how they built up Kong in that, how they explored the island, how they had new creatures and stuff. You make it unique, you make it different, and it's how Kong should go.
Yeah.
I grew up with 33, and there will always be a special place. But for me, I like the 05 because I felt like 05 was the original movie, but expanded. It captured that same spirit for me and added to it. Because, like, don't get me wrong, in the original movie, I felt bad for what happened to Kong. Because I mean, think about it. He was the king of his own island. Then some asshole showed up, knocked him out, took him to the United States in chains, and then started fucking flashing cameras in his face. He's a wild animal. He's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
So the
I
way
agree.
he reacted was understandable. And what's he get for his trouble? Shot.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
in the original movie, they made in the
Yeah.
original movie, he still seemed far more aggressive. So it was bad what happened, but he was also an asshole. But the Kong in 05, the way he portrayed him, everything, every violent reaction, what wasn't just like, oh, you're here, violence. No, you had to. It almost you had to like provoke him like more than just being there. You know what I mean? If I'm making sense.
I agree. Yeah.
And when he at the end when he finally died, just the way, like I said, the way they shot that scene, the way they did it, yo. You're starting to yell. Sorry. It felt more impactful.
Yeah. I can't help but agree with you, but I feel like in the 2005 remake, Kong's death was way sadder in the original. And not only that, if I may add, the 76 one,
Go right ahead.
you know, when I was a little kid, you know, I had to cover my eyes because I just did not, the way they shoot him was just, yeah, it was brutal. I'm not gonna lie, it was really brutal. You know, how they kept firing at him, he kept bleeding, and, you know, Dwan told him to, no, don't kill, dude, that broke me. That really broke me. That scene, you know, the ending, like, even though I have mixed opinions about the ending of 76, though, but Kong's death was like, damn, that was like really, really sad. But the 2005 one, I do agree with you, Ryder. It was definitely sad. Yeah.
It was really sad.
Yes. It's amazing. A movie can make us cry over a CGI monkey, but people make jokes about some of the deaths in Titanic.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I agree. I like with the 33 what they did with the dinosaurs in it. Also, I really like
the V-Rex,
the
T-Rex, the Brachiosaurus,
the pterodactyl,
the Stegosaurus.
They had a whole ecosystem, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the bugs.
Geek was the other day when we watched this about 2 weeks, maybe a week ago. I can't remember. Anyways,
2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Geek was saying that the tribe had a name, and it was interesting what you said.
You mean the chieftain?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, look.
He's calling it up.
Yeah, Wiki be my guide. Yeah, go ahead and talk while I'm looking.
Yeah.
I think 33 is really I love how they kind of have Jack, they have Anne, and they
Mhm.
build it's slow. It's like you're watching a Doctor Who or early Showa Godzilla. Let's just use the original Godzilla as a build. You're
Yeah.
building a slow build to Skull Island, to the natives, and I like that, and it's unique and different and cool that they did it like that.
Oh yeah. I did like that build up though.
Me too.
But the actor for the tribal chief, his name was Noble Johnson. Johnson, later known as Mark Noble.
Yeah.
And I think you had said something about St. Louis, Missouri, or something.
Saint
That's where it's from.
Marshall, Missouri.
Okay,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Yeah, born in 1881, died in 1978.
Yeah.
What's cool is you have a lot of actors from. What's sad, I should say, is a lot of these actors that were in the original Kong are dead.
Well,
I
So,
agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
considering the
I think
movie
all of
came out in
them.
the
All of them, pretty much.
Yeah, most of them are, I
Uh-huh.
believe, at this point. I think Fay Ray was one of the last ones.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You know, it'd be interesting. Since you said you do the G Fest, Jacob, it'd be interesting to get like had these Kong actors from the original been alive, it would be interesting just to interview them, get their perspective on what the genre is. But I bet somebody has some
Yeah.
interviews out scattered.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Fay Ray, just like what was it like to have to act in front of the animatronic?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I am a simple man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just it's a part of history that's gone now, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah. I agree.
It's really, really sad that what's left is what they've left us on the screen, and in some
Exactly.
ways it's really poetic, but in some other
Yeah.
ways it's
I
kind of
wouldn't say
tragic.
the history's gone because I mean their movies still exist. The interviews with them still
Exactly.
exist. So
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
may be
yeah,
gone, but their memory will extend for as
for
long as
sure.
the world
No,
is.
not only that, but when I watched the behind the scenes of the 2005 remake, I know Peter Jackson loves the 1933 movie to
Oh
death,
yeah, he does.
Oh
and
yeah,
he
Yeah,
did
he
it.
does.
Met Fay Ray, and he was excited and all that. But then it cut to the moment where he was in his car driving, and he looked sad, and he said that, yeah, Fay Ray passed away, and that really hit me. The feeling you get to see, your childhood hero, but then you find out they pass away.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really sad feeling.
Yeah. Um,
For sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to write that down. Just if I ever go back to New York, what you said, the Empire State Building, the tour and stuff
Oh,
that
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to do.
You should do that, dude. You
Um,
definitely put that on your
Definitely.
bucket list.
I did
Yeah.
not know that they had a tour until I didn't know they even had stuff in the Empire State Building about Kong and all that stuff till you said that. So
Yeah.
wow, you just opened my eye to stuff that I've never seen or done, and
Give me a reason to actually go to
yeah,
New York.
Yeah.
another reason just
Yeah,
for that alone. If um anything, um,
I highly recommend it.
Oh yes.
I've only been once, and that was, gosh, 5 years ago. I want to say.
Yeah.
Um. Uh.
Farthest on the East Coast I've been is West Virginia. Like no, wait, is West Virginia further? Is North Carolina further than West Virginia, or is West Virginia farther?
I think West Virginia is further, my friend.
Okay, then yeah, then I've been as far as West Virginia.
Mm-hmm. I'm just.
Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, and they really celebrate the movie history of the Empire State Building too. They have a
Yeah.
whole section for every movie that's been filmed there in like a video montage.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's like you're stepping in time,
Uh-huh.
back in time. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the airplanes were cool to watch, and the 30 Free Kong also. Like, just I'm assuming that's practical effect, of course. With
Yes, that
them
is practical.
zooming towards Kong, like the
Yeah.
machine guns firing at him. Oh my gosh, I feel bad for you feel bad for Kong.
Same. Like,
Yeah.
and you know what's really sad? Anne never loved him back. That's what really
Uh-huh.
made it more emotional. Like, Kong was protecting Anne, but Anne was always afraid of him, and that's what makes it more tragic. Like, it's what they say: "'Twas beauty that killed the beast."
Right.
Where in the 2005 movie, they were more they had Faye actually feel sorry for the poor ape.
Yeah. I'm glad that the 2005 remake fixed that, Kong and Anne's bond,
Uh-huh.
Oh, and getting back to those the airplanes, the 1933 version were Curtiss F-8C hell divers.
Interesting. I've never.
Nice.
Yeah, well, all the old planes had really cool names, like
Uh-huh.
Helldiver and
Helldiver.
Yeah, then you look at the Helldiver and it's just a biplane, and you're like, well, of course, back then that biplane probably looked pretty badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like what Anuva said, that I feel like they humanized Kong a little bit in the original also. Just the girl Anne screaming for her life. She's scared for her death. She doesn't know what's coming. Just the way they summon Kong.
That is such an iconic scene.
Mm-hmm.
How he comes out of the trees like that. Wow,
it's like,
it
what
still holds
are
up.
we watching? That's my reaction to it. It's like, wow, this character, this guy just shows up out of nowhere.
They did it right. Have him smash his way through the trees to show just the scale of him, how big he was. That he was so big that the trees were being ripped apart as he moved through.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm glad Kong is in the good hands, though, of Legendary also. I think Legendary, to me, feels like they're going the right direction. They know what Toku's the right way to go. What would be cool is if they had Godzilla characters that were like Anguirus and others. My friend Matt Sweeney has been hoping Anguirus and others are in the MonsterVerse. He's a big MonsterVerse fan.
Legendary is doing a lot better with the Godzilla license than they did in '98.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Even though I have a soft spot for '98, I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired of the hate that movie gets. I mean, it's been like
It's stupid. It really
Yeah.
is stupid,
Yeah.
but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I'll admit the super what's essentially a super belch is kind of a stupid breath weapon, but I mean, it wasn't that bad.
I agree. I agree.
Was
And
it
that
great?
was
Oh hell no.
yeah. And I'm sorry if we're going off topic here, but that was like my first introduction to Godzilla. So there.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You love your first introduction. Even if you watch stuff that might be ostensibly better, your first will always have that special place in your heart.
Yeah.
Right. This Kong is a special movie to me, the original,
Oh
because
yeah.
I feel, me personally, I feel like it's one of my first ever tokus along. I think I can't remember if I saw uh uh but speaking of Kong, I feel it's special enough really to me that it's such a really awesome uh amazing Kong movie. I think
It's a landmark movie.
it's a legendary in its own
Yeah.
right. It deserves its spot on the walk. He deserves his spot on the Walk of Fame also in Hollywood if
Yeah.
they ever decide. I know Godzilla's there, I believe. So
Yeah, Godzilla
why
has a Hollywood Walk of Fame there.
why not King Kong next in
I,
terms of
I I don't know.
monsters?
Maybe it's because Godzilla just has more staying power, while Kong, on the other hand, the thing is, and I want to add up to this. Whenever they try to do a franchise with Kong, it usually doesn't end well because while Son of Kong, even though I have not seen it, it got mixed reviews. And, the Toho films, they're their own thing. But when you look at it closely, it feels like they're remakes of the original 1933 film. It's just one has Godzilla and the other movie has Gorosaurus and Mechani-Kong. And
Uh-huh.
then we get to the 76 remake, and then we get to King Kong Lives, which that movie got panned badly.
Is
Let
that
me
the
tell
one with
you.
the snake in it? Is that
This
No, that's the 76 one, man.
76 has the snake in it. Yeah, when he
okay?
fights the giant snake. Yeah.
I'm getting
But
it
then we
mixed up.
go to the Monsterverse, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, y- yeah, and I like that they're taking a different approach to the character. Yeah,
I like what he just said.
yeah.
No, there is not a King Kong Wall of Fame, but I found a petition for one to be made a boss if you'd be willing to disseminate this.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Oh. Oh, it's a change. He sent a link for a change.org.
Yeah, it's a petition to get a Kong a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Wow. I
Wow.
would sign that in a heartbeat, honestly. Knowing how big, I'll send you that, or he can put it in the chat, Discord chat.
Okay.
We're hanging out there often.
I didn't know you guys had a Discord. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I just used to be one name. I changed it to the show name now.
That's cool, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I like how, yeah. Yeah, I do think the music. We haven't touched base on the music for Kong, but I think the music is really good also for the movie. And I think
Yeah.
what's cool enough, and I never saw it, but right around when I was in New York, they had started possible, and I believe this was so, they were doing Kong the musical in New York. And this is I don't know if you've watched this or not or heard about this, but they have a Broadway show. They had a Broadway show of King Kong in New York.
Oh yeah.
And so
But the
when
score for King Kong was done by Max Steiner. He did a lot of stuff for RKO. Like he did Little Women, Casablanca, stuff. He also did the score for Gone with the Wind.
Oh yeah.
uh-huh.
So yeah. Big guy did the score.
Nice.
Interesting. I'll have to. I gotta add Kong's music to my Spotify playlist if I can find it. I'm always listening to Toku music now. Because Toku has amazing scores, whether it be Kong, Sentai, Power Rangers, Kamen Rider, etc.
Gotcha.
I think that the scenery. I don't know where King Kong was filmed originally, but it's a really beautiful. It must be some beautiful island they filmed at, or something. Just to get the color of the landscape, the idea, the ability to make this such an amazing first movie for 1933 Kong is so amazing.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal movie. I mean, it just cannot be understated how important this movie is.
I agree.
Absolutely. In every respect. And it's one of the few movies you can show anybody, even the people that are like, I don't like black and white movies that much.
Yeah.
They'll watch it and they'll understand, which is really cool.
Oh yeah, I agree. It's a masterpiece. Just like I consider the original Godzilla a masterpiece too. And you know, it's like a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, the original 1933 film.
I
actually haven't seen that that version. I'll have to give it a shot.
Are you talking about the Disney or before?
No, the one he was talking about, the original Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, I've never seen that either.
Of course, I've seen a lot of different versions. The Disney version, have not seen the live action version, and from what I've heard other people say, I probably don't want to.
It's actually good.
I've seen the live action version, and it's okay.
That's what I was gonna say. It's just okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a pass. I remember the original animated version, and it was fine the first time. I don't mind them remaking the movie, but did they just have to do? Did they have to make the animated version, but live action?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we know where what the island is for Kong? Like
Skull Island.
No, I know the filming and stuff.
Oh.
That's a really
beautiful...
in
the original movie, they probably just shot on a studio backlot or something. The 05 version, probably New Zealand.
I like the special effects, how they did Kong though in the original.
Oh yeah, the stop motion special effects.
Motion and animation, special effects, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they meshed the stop motion parts with the live action really good.
It's a gem of a movie. It's it is such an amazing, awesome movie. King Kong is. I cannot vouch enough for somebody to go see it or watch it for the first time.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't, what are you waiting for? Like, as soon as this ends, go
Exactly.
watch it
Yeah.
tonight, man. Go watch it this weekend. It's worth your time.
Exactly. I agree.
Uh-huh.
It's one I'm gonna make my roommate watch some time in the future. I've been trying to improve his to broaden his experience with Toku and such like that. I tried with Kamen Rider. He's not impressed with it. He was down for Amazon or no Amazons.
He just mentioned he just now Geek just mentioned the writer before he corrected Amazon to Amazons. That's my go-to. I gel with Amazon, and
Right.
My favorite
you
writer.
know, I'll go more Amazon. Okay. Anyways, I'll go when we talk about Amazon, the Kamen Riders. I'll go more into why, but I'm trying to think if I want to do what my review score is for this film.
10 out of 10.
It's got to be a 10 out of 10.
It's a masterpiece, man. I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
I
It's
agree.
so hard to fight against somebody that says, "Oh, this is not a 10 out of 10 and this is flawed," and
Yeah, like people
Yeah.
will say, "Oh my god, the effects are so outdated." I'm like,
Well, I mean, it's cool, but for the time they came out, they were great. Because even the part that I make fun of the goofy animatronic, it's still the fact that that thing was in there and it moved the way it did. Yeah, it may look goofy to us nowadays, but back then it was freaking awesome.
yeah, I agree.
I would just disagree with them. I think the effects still look great, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying
Definitely
they're.
agree.
I mean, yes, they're great for their time. If a movie came out today with those effects, we crap all over it. But you know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got to respect the classics though.
oh yeah, oh I do.
you gotta
I
respect
thought
the
I had been.
classics. Yeah. King Kong is it is one of the best. I would say it's the best of the Kongs. Me personally, that's just me.
Yeah.
It's the greatest
I
giant
mean,
ape movie ever made.
And it is the most important monster movie of all time.
Oh, without a doubt.
I compare it to Godzilla in the terms of it being the best of the best.
I mean,
The original.
yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't like comparing the two because they're too different in tone and character, but they do have that same level, though. I will admit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And uh I think this stands the test of time. Will the fan base or the franchise as a whole, will they ever die? Will it ever end? Or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't yeah, but I think the fan base with sorry, cut you off there. But I feel like the fan base and stuff, I think it's still alive and well. It's healthy. It's
Yeah.
the fan base of Tokusatsu. Like Jacob, Jacob's paving the way with new fans over there on your Kaiju United. It's a really awesome page. You guys need to go
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, I am following you, Jacob, on Instagram.
Awesome. That's great. Yeah. Our Instagram's the biggest right now. It's crazy. We just hit 6,500. So
I
I'm
think
like,
I might be
whoa!
following
Yeah,
you.
congrats, man.
It's a lot of fun stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it's all about, man. You gotta pass the torch, keep the positivity going.
Anubis
Okay.
once. He's do you know are you familiar with the Sci-Fi Society?
Yes.
He's a part of that.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
okay.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
a couple of those guys.
Walter and Cab are
Walter's really
two.
nice. I've met Cab. Walter's really nice. Walter's a sweetheart.
I want to meet you
But,
guys.
yeah.
I want to meet you and all the other cool Toku fans and stuff at G Fest if I ever go.
Yeah.
It's for sure on my
Should
bucket
go at
list.
least once. It's a lot of fun, man.
I don't know. I might go next year. Maybe. I gotta figure it out.
Understandable. The finances and stuff.
Yeah.
He did meet some of them. Like Anubis is talking to you or somebody in chat.
Oh, he met some of those guys at G Fest. Cool. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can.
Okay. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I can say that this is a really awesome talking about this movie and stuff. Really,
Yeah.
it's really good having you on. Somebody that's knowledgeable with Toku, that knows their stuff. I would, can I ask a suggestion on the page?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I would love to see you guys cover the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider as reviews. If
I see.
you know what I mean.
We're working on it. We just got to find the right guy. I found a couple really awesome Ultraman writers, and so now we're looking at Kamen Rider and Sentai because I love that stuff just as much. But
Nice.
admittedly,
I
I'm a
absolutely
little
love
behind.
Kamen Rider. I mean, that's why I have the name I have.
Yeah. But if you know anyone that writes really well, hit me up. We're always open door for any developing writers that want to show their stuff.
I still have to get my published auto. I don't know what the terminology is, but I do have it in journal format of my
nice.
of going through the effects of I've got Godzilla covered, I've got Sentai, I've got Power Rangers in there, I've got Kamen Rider, Ultraman is I'm still a baby when it comes to Ultraman, and I'm sorry about that.
Me too.
I am so blind.
I
Ultraman.
remember
I
remember watching the original American Ultraman.
Yeah.
The original.
Funny enough, my first
with.
exposure to Ultraman was Ultraman Tiga when it aired at the Fox box.
Four Kids Dub, man.
That.
4Kids Dub.
4Kids.
I never actually saw that. Surprisingly.
Yeah, dude, the dub was so bad. I remember as a kid, I thought, "Oh, this is cool," but then when I watch it, dude, the dub is so bad. But I will admit, the theme song is quite catchy.
The theme song's great.
Yeah.
The coolest thing about all of this is that a lot of it's on Tubi now. So if you're looking to dive in, they have almost every Ultraman show available right now that has been released on Blu-ray from Mill Creek on Tubi, and Tubi's free. You just sign up.
Yeah.
I have a Tubi account. I just never use it because I usually do a lot of my watching at work. For a little while, I was watching Kamen Rider Geeks, but I've kind of fell out of that. I kind of need to finish it. I'm like halfway through.
There you
go. Gotcha.
And I'll start to watch a series, but I'm kind of addicted to TikTok, so it's like I'll watch a series and be like, okay, what's going on TikTok?
Okay.
I know what you
mean.
I
mean, every Ultraman show's on there. Every major one, pretty dang close. For you Kamen Rider fanatics out there, everything Shout has the license to is on there.
Yeah.
So
I
71.
was gonna say, sorry.
You're good. I'm just thinking.
Uh,
Ichigo, Kuga, Ryuki, 01.
that is what I
and-
hope Shout
Yeah.
releases next is Ichigo
And
original.
yeah.
They
Oh,
did.
and-
They've already
Lincoln.
done that.
Anyways,
That's
those
been
are on
out a
there.
while.
nice,
Sorry.
nice.
No, what I'm saying on DVD, on Blu-ray or DVD. What?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. That'd be
they
what
cool.
did.
No, they did not. They have not. They have not released.
Ichigo has not been on Blu-ray in the States. I really want it though, but it's going to be
Same.
expensive.
Yeah, I-
Discotech's killing it too. Discotech Media, you got to follow those guys if you're not.
Yeah.
yeah. I think we just hit the hour mark on this show. Also, if you
Yeah,
have not
time flies.
with this show, I will say with this franchise, yeah, it's safe to say Kong's a franchise because of how many movies and stuff. If you've never seen this, go check this out. Go check this out. And I was gonna say something, but yeah, we will be back November 21st with the sequel to Kong. I don't know who. I need to figure out who. I need to get in touch with somebody to get on board for.
I mean, I'll be here.
I know it's me and Geek, Allzilla, probably 09, and then somebody, maybe Smalls, aka Bushido Warrior. Shout out to you. You're an awesome co-host as well.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
We all are. I am looking for right now a fifth. I want to do a panel, of like everybody has their own perspective, whether it be Rider Sentai, Kamen Rider Sentai, Ultraman. A shout out to the really cool, awesome artwork also that I have on the channel for the podcast label. What I did is I found a square image, and it is of Go Ranger to Time Ranger, Ichigo to 01, one of the Ultraman to something else.
Yeah.
Also, go follow Jacob in his awesome community. If you want to go follow him, all his links are in the description below of this page. I mean, this video. And yeah, that's about it. Until next time, get your henshin on.
All right.
Get your henshin on. Thanks for having me on, guys. This was fun.
It was great to have you, man. I hope to have you again.
Yeah. Also, thanks for inviting me too, guys.
It was great having you, Alzilla. I look forward to doing more shows with you.
Likewise.